it is time to go over the best moments of Oscars 2022. Ryder, what did you think?
Well, starting off, I got to say the show was, a bit of a surprise to say the least.
Yeah.
There were some historical moments, but I mean, I feel like my highlight was Coda taking some wins there. We had, of course, Troy Coates representing, bringing it, and he won best supporting actor, and then, of course, Coda took the win. But what were some of your highlights? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, okay, we want to jump. You jumped right into Best Picture. I was thinking, we test the waters a little bit, get up in there, we go for it. But let's talk about Coda. Let's talk about Coda. Ryder, you saw Coda a couple days ago, and you immediately texted me. You're like, I hope this wins Best Picture, hands down.
It got me. Yeah,
it got you. How many of the other Best Picture nominees did you see?
Probably about half. Let's see. I'd seen Dune, a little bit of Power of the Dog. Some of them are like going over my head now, already forgetting. But
Licorice Pizza,
West Side Story.
You see that one?
I haven't seen Licorice Pizza. No,
okay.
I haven't
Nightmare
seen.
Alley?
No, I haven't seen that one. Okay. So about half. I'd say about half.
Okay.
And
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I saw Coda and I liked Coda, but to me, it's like not even close to Best Picture worthy, especially when there's another movie about the deaf community that is so much better called Sound of Metal.
That's true.
That was a year ago or 2 years ago now, and that was like better than so many of the other Best Picture nominations. And
I think they did different things though.
They
for
totally
the community.
did. They totally did. They totally did. I don't want to discount what Coda did because I think Coda's a good movie. I think it's a good movie. I just don't know if it's Best Picture worthy, right?
Underdog. I'd say underdog maybe.
I don't know because the last week everybody was like, Coda's gonna win. Coda's gonna win. That's the only reason I watched it.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I don't think it was an underdog.
Maybe it wasn't. Okay.
And when we look at the last week, there's all the betting apps on that. Coda and Power of the Dog were tied to those had the highest odds of winning. So I don't even know if it was underdog.
Yeah,
you're crazy.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so that was it was cool to see win because I think I'd rather have that win than a couple other movies on the list, on the Best Picture list. But overall, there was not a big standout like 10 out of 10 movie for me on the Best Picture list this year.
It was interesting because I feel like a lot of these films were 2021. It was the heat of the invite. Heat of the COVID. Heat of the invite. Heat of COVID, like the movies were sparse, right? And there were definitely some powerful ones with some good performances.
Yeah.
But films overall were definitely, it felt like a little lackluster, maybe. Right. I don't know. Maybe just it wasn't all there.
But I think that what is his name? I'm gonna mess up his name. Oh my goodness, supporting role. Troy
Kotzer?
Yeah, Troy Kotzer totally deserved that supporting.
100%.
I think that was the best choice for any of the Oscars tonight or last night. I think that was the best award.
Best win. Yeah, it definitely.
The best speech.
100%.
Everything about it was so perfect. I really was wanting Jesse Plemons to win for Power of the Dog because I think he was so good in that. But then I watched Coda and I was like, nope, it's got to go to Troy. He's the best part of that movie too. It's so good. So happy.
Phenomenal, yeah. Some other interesting moments here, and we could talk about it too. The Flash won most cheer-worthy moment over Spider-Man: No Way Home and Endgame. This was all over the internet, dude. And you saw some memes. What you got?
I mean, I could care less that it beat the MCU stuff or whatever. I just think it's so silly because this is my problem with the Oscars is they're letting like Twitter polls and stuff decide these things. So like obviously it's not going to be. I mean, you had the.
It could be silly. It could be like, let's vote. Yeah. Like, let's vote Cinderella, right?
Exactly.
And that's Cinderella won for the Oscar fan favorite, or I mean, not one, but he was higher up on the Oscar fan favorite poll.
Right. And did anybody see that / enjoy that movie?
I saw people commenting. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's my problem with the Oscars is like first of all, the Flash winning this moment was hilarious. The memes that came out of it were so funny, dude. I was dying laughing, but.
Great moment, but I mean, when you have like people talking about No Way Home for years, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but like that's not even the funniest part to me is that it beat No Way Home. It's just that it exists. Oh yeah, like it's so funny. Like you really screamed like you had this thing go down on the Oscars, and then it's the Flash broke the Speed Force, and it was just so goofy.
Yeah,
so
it was like what's going on? It felt weird. But hey, I was like, hey, at least you guys are trying to show more recognition to like like these films that kind of saved cinema in a way. And it's like, we're not going to nominate them because it's like, why wouldn't you nominate? People are always like, nominate No Way Home for Best Picture. It's like, that's never going to happen. But hey, they did this. So it's like, whatever.
And that's the crazy part too. Because like I was seeing an argument that was like, oh, Oscars used to be like the blockbusters. What were the best movies? Like but now it's not. It's a little different than that, which is interesting. I don't really know if I like one or the other better, but there's got to be a way to like meld that, because
100%. Yeah.
I mean, more eyes saw Spider-Man like triple, maybe quadruple than any of the Best Picture nominations. So like, that's kind of crazy. But even though the argument can be said that maybe Spider-Man wasn't as good as other things, but then you're balancing it on a level of like, oh, one was more hyped to see, but what had a better story? Did that actually matter? Like, there's that weird balance.
Do you care about like, does the quality of the film, or do you care about like the actual theater and people actually seeing a movie? Because it doesn't matter how good a movie is, no one watches it. It doesn't really exist in reality. You know what I mean?
Like, hey, I liked Far From or No Way Home better than I liked Don't Look Up, for sure. So I mean,
there you go. Yeah, that's it.
So coming in, we got a couple more big moments. One of my favorite moments of the whole thing was Greg Fraser winning Best Cinematography for Dune. Greg Fraser, I'm telling you right now, we're seeing early levels of Deacon levels of success from the cinematographer going forward. We got Dune, Batman. Who else? Like, what else did he do recently that was like really good? He would just
you told me, didn't you do 1970? No, what am I thinking?
No, he didn't.
It was one of those
Deacons did 1917. Did he do Arrival?
You got to hop on the IMDb here. Okay, Dune, see. Rogue One. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why. I was thinking, military war film. Instantly, I thought, I don't know why 1917, but Rogue One was kind of what I was thinking of. Okay, Vice, Zero Dark 30, some great films. Let's see.
Lion. He did Lion.
Oh, okay. He did some Mandalorian. I hope maybe he works more with Star Wars in the future.
He did Foxcatcher, which is so good.
Yeah, it seems like he's working a lot with Adam McKay, right? Adam McKay.
It looks like it. I think that we are, this is going to be a star. Like, we are going to see in 10, 15 years from now, like 4 more Oscar movies under his belt. Easy.
100%. This guy's doing some of the best work out there.
Ryder, we have to mention the slap that happened. Here's what's sad to me, Ryder, is that moment, the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock moment, is already more remembered than most of the Oscars that were given, and that is the part that is very sad to me. It's a low point for the Oscars to me.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people knew he was going to win. There's kind of like, hey, Will Smith's going to take it. And now with, what happened, I feel like, the speech is kind of, it was more of an apology than it was kind of thanking for the Oscar, and kind of the movie to celebrate the Williams family and what the movie is kind of like overshadowed now by that moment. So
definitely
there's a lot of layers to this, right?
There is. I think, not only did he overshadow that, I think he overshadowed a lot of, like, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard not to recognize that, a live televised event at a moment, and you're like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
But he did give a speech. Did you notice, like, during his speech, like, it cut to the Oscars logo for a long time, and then it cut to like the Williams family, and then back to the Oscars. I'm like, what's happening here? What is happening? I don't know. Like, something's going on in the production booth.
He said, "Oh, sorry. I hope the family doesn't see that," or something. He said that,
because he spit. He spit or something.
Oh, really? So I was like, why would they block? Because I'm like, does he have like mocos? Is he like, you know what I mean? Like boogers coming out? They're like, cut. Like, and people are like, yo, there's a nipple. So I saw someone on Twitter, there's a nipple. And I'm like, what do you?
They didn't know it's a cut. No. Like, they cut to
him.
They cut to the Williams family, and there was someone had full nip going on, like, out of one of the dresses, and like they cut back to the Oscars thing, and then they didn't know what to cut to. They didn't know what to cut to after that.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't notice that at all. I was just completely baffled by what was going on. That I couldn't focus.
There was a lot going on, but anyways, I think that was a very awkward moment. I don't care like what you think about it. I think it changed the whole like dynamic of what was happening.
Yeah,
it was weird.
People were talking about it a lot, and I'm interested to see what happens maybe next year at the Academy Awards and probably this next week of kind of conversations. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. But yeah, Dune swept technical categories, which was awesome to see last night. 6 Oscars, I believe. Dune won. Which is
I'm very excited for that. I'm very sad that Denis Villeneuve was snubbed from a director nom.
Yeah.
But it's okay because I heard that him and his family were very happy. They were grateful, and that they were just really in a positive demeanor. So I'm happy. What's up?
And we gotta say, Hans Zimmer, baby, won an Oscar. But too bad it was off freaking. It was not televised or whatever. They just said his name, and he's like, and then I don't know, my guy Jason Momoa came up. He's like, I'm accepting this for Hans. And then Hans posted a bunch of picture in a bathrobe holding his Oscar. I loved it. I put it on my Instagram because it was so good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's great.
But that's his first Oscar after like so many nominations, right?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
That seems ridiculous. He's done more iconic scores than anybody ever.
Absolutely, yeah.
I want to make sure.
Another great moment about the show. I did enjoy some of the performances. I don't know what you thought. I think Billy and Phineas, No Time to Die was great as always. Very very classy. I'd say keep it simple.
Yeah.
And Encanto, we don't talk about Bruno. Very shortened, brief, but kind of gave me a little bit of hype.
Yeah.
Didn't have everything, but
I thought it was a good performance. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion came out and started rapping about something completely random.
I was like, okay, bringing Houston or Dallas. I was like, she's from Houston or bringing some Texas Southern flavor. And I was like, this is great. Love it.
But Ryder, I want to pitch you the Oscars for next year real quick before we wrap this segment up.
Vincent does the Oscars 2K23.
I strongly believe that the last couple years of Oscars have been bad, really bad. They are trying to appeal to too many audiences. Oscar ratings have been going down, so they're like, okay, how can we revitalize this? How can we get it back up? And that's where we get the fan favorite moments. Let's reach out to Twitter. Let's do this.
TikTok creators.
Yeah, right. Let's just get more celebrities on stage. Let's have Tony Hawk present and DJ Khaled. Let's have more bad jokes. Let's just bring it all in, right?
Yeah.
I really strongly believe that the people that are watching the Oscars and tuning in love movies. Right? They enjoy it. This is like an event for them and stuff like that. I think they need to stop appealing to or trying to appeal to everyone and strip it down. Let's make it just an awards event. I don't think we need comedy bits in between each thing for a television show. Performances are great because I think that's cool. Like Billie Eilish's performance of the No Time to Die song, that was sweet. And the Encanto, that was all cool because that feels like an award show, like kind of like an event celebration. But I don't need the comedy bits. I don't need obviously we need to focus a little bit on the celebrities because they're a part of the movie, but let's focus on the filmmakers just as much. Let's have that be more of a focus. Let's have a 6-hour show. I don't care.
That's true. I like the uneditedness of it. That's a great point. And also I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but personally when Kimmel did it back to back, I was like, you know what, just make Kimmel kind of host this bad boy forever. And just have him do, talk show hosts, just have him do it and just keep it normal. He brings comedy, but it's just a little distasteful. And Kimmel did a good job, I think.
He did. I don't dislike Kimmel. Kimmel's fine. It's just I
think they need to pick one host to just do Dick Clark's New Year's Eve, Ryan Seacrest.
Right.
Just have one guy and then it's just the Oscars. He does it all the time, or she does it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
And they could. I think the problem is the Academy or whatever makes all those decisions. Whereas, if we look at the Game Awards, like Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, he's in charge of it. And so he's hosting it and stuff, and he's making creative decisions as just as much as it. And so I feel like a host being that position would probably try to want some creative control, and he wouldn't get it. He or she wouldn't get it. So that would be a tough relationship to have. I don't know. There's so many things, but I really think the Oscars would just benefit from diving in on, you're only going to get people that like movies that watch this. Yeah.
You don't need the comedy because it's I just want to hear who wins. I'm not entertained. I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing this because I enjoy it.
Exactly. I want to know the awards. I think it's stupid that they cut awards from the main thing to do these broadcasts. I want to know live action short film.
Amy Schumer come down Spider-Man. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
this is
dude.
Not doing anything for anyone.
Who was the other host who was feeling up Josh Brolin and
I didn't watch that early. I got in the middle. What was going on? Did they
dude? She was making jokes she's I'm single. I'm gonna call up all these celebrities because I want to date them. I'm gonna take them in the back room. Simu Liu popped up, Tyler Perry. But I was like, oh my god, it's just cringe. It was cringe.
Yeah,
but I think the Oscars should not go away. Continue doing the Oscars. Let's just change the course, please, please.
100%. It's part of history, and you're well said, dude.
Amen. Guys, thank you so much for watching this clip. If you want to check out the whole video on YouTube, you can become a member, check it out the video, or we got audio platforms for free, and Spotify is back up, so check out Spotify. And you can check it out there. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.